by F. Scott Fitzgerald, replacing words with haberdasher. Right. In my younger and more haberdasher years, my father gave me some haberdasher that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like haberdasher anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the haberdasher that you've had.
Too right. Too right.
He didn't say any more, but we've always been unusually haberdasher in a reserved way. and I understood that he meant a great deal to me. More than that. In haberdasher, I'm required to reserve all haberdasher, a habit that has opened up many curious haberdashers to me, and also made me not only veteran haberdashers. The haberdasher mind is quick to detect and attach itself to its quality. When it appears in a normal haberdasher. and it also came about that in haberdasher. I was unjustly accused of being a haberdasher.
Unjustly accused?
Because I was privy to the secret haberdasher of the wild. Of the secret haberdasher of wild unknown men. Most of the haberdashers were unsought. Frequently, I have feigned haberdasher, preoccupation, or a hostile haberdasher when I realised by some unmistakable sign that a haberdasher was quivering on the horizon. Okay, I'm not going to read anymore.
It's called Ransom by Danielle Steele. I'm going to read excerpts from Ransom by Danielle Steele, replacing words. Excerpts from the South Park Comic Annual 2012, replacing words with haberdasher. Right, where are we? This is a book without a cover. It clearly meant to have one, but it's clearly my mum's. Right, chapter 9. As Peter lay in the haberdasher and the halfway haberdasher that night, he thought about contacting his ex-haberdasher. He wanted to warn haberdasher to be especially careful with the haberdasher, but he knew she'd think he was insane. He didn't want haberdasher pulling a stunt on him and holding them hostage until he accomplished the task he'd been assigned. But haberdasher was smarter than that. He knew that if he put Peter's haberdasher at risk or worse, Peter would have nothing left to lose and would expose him. So as long as Peter did what he had been hired to do, the haberdashers were safe.
Is haberdasher even a word?
Yeah, haberdasher, like somebody who knits and sews stuff and fixes textiles.
I've got to Google this. Oh yeah, you're right.
For safety at the expense of his own haberdasher. He was still having trouble believing they would be able to pull it off. But if he picked the right people, maybe he could. It was all about who he hired now. If he picked a bunch of sloppy, careless haberdashers, they might have. What he had to find out was the real thing. The smoothest, toughest, coldest, and most competent haberdasher in the business. If there was such a thing. The haberdashers he from prison had already proven their ineptitude by being haberdasher. Their plans had already been haberdasher.
I thought that was a good thing.
Admit that haberdasher's strategy was very smooth. What is this even about?
Haberdashers are
Quite obviously, yeah.
Also by Danielle Steele. Okay, she's written like 1,000 books. Ransom by Danielle Steele.